Years after the events described in these videos, I stood with my brother-in-law Glenn by a barbecue and we were chatting. And I said, I was an angry child. He laughed and he said, that could be the first sentence of an autobiography. That's right. It could certainly be the first sentence of my autobiography. I was an angry child. Looking back on it, there's several reasons that are obvious and maybe some that are not so obvious. The first and most obvious reason is that I imitated my parents. My dad was angry with me often. My mom was angry with me often. They yelled at me, so I imitated. But I don't think that's the full answer. It's certainly not the complete answer. I had the ability at a very young age to reflect on my actions and make decisions and see where they were leading and make decisions not to act in a certain way. I didn't always do that with anger. I mean, anger was a real struggle. But the imitation aspect of it, I certainly rebelled against because I did not want to be like my parents in many ways. But the other reasons that I've come to understand or reflect on is simply summed up in the abuse I experienced. My dad told me all the time, you can't, you can't, you can't. But that's a terrible message to tell a child because children don't believe they can't. Children believe they can, and that's normal and healthy. And the message, you can't, you can't, you can't, made me angry. My mom's message, you're not, you're not, you're not. Well, again, that's not the way a child thinks. A child thinks I am, and that's healthy. My mother's message, you're not, you're not, you're not, always followed by, you're not going to do this or you're not going to do that, made me angry. In reading the literature about toxic parents, one of the characteristics that children of toxic parents develop is anger. And I developed a lot of anger. And it became very deep in me. At times in my adult life, my anger was so deep, maybe even as a child, my anger was so deep that it felt like a volcano erupting in me. I almost felt like a column of anger inside of me. And it just happened. It was almost involuntary because of really the experiences going back to my childhood, the experiences of abuse. If you think we should speak up about abuse, please subscribe to my channel. If you think my stories will help someone, please like, comment, and share this video.